What comes to mind when you think of the Cold War? Washington versus Moscow, right? Freedom versus oppression. But what if I told you the biggest, most dangerous conflict of the Cold War was one they pretended never happened? A clash between two communist giants ready to burn the world down rather than back down from each other. After World War II, it seemed like China and the Soviet Union were an unbreakable force, a single red fist against the capitalist world. At least, that's how it looked on the surface. But deep in the shadowy corridors of the Kremlin, Stalin knew a hard truth. Mao Zedong was a man who would never kneel to anyone. And Mao knew just as well that Moscow saw China not as an equal, but as a puppet state. So they smiled for the cameras, shook hands, and all the while were secretly plotting where to plunge the knife. When Stalin died, the fragile peace shattered. The masks came off completely. Moscow publicly criticized Mao's methods as primitive. In response, Beijing fired back, labeling the Soviets treacherous revisionists. The Cold War quickly escalated into hot threats, and the world held its breath. Then came 1969, the Usuri River, on the border between the two nations. Chinese and Soviet troops stared each other down, a sea of tanks, artillery, and raw hostility between them. Then, someone opened fire. Hundreds of soldiers died in the ensuing chaos. And back in the Kremlin, generals were seriously discussing the unthinkable, pressing the nuclear button, while the whole world was fixated on the drama between America and the Soviet Union. Nobody realized that the real apocalypse was brewing on the communist front. This secret war changed everything. China, feeling betrayed, did the unimaginable. It reached out to its enemy's enemy, the United States of America. Suddenly, Richard Nixon was in Beijing, shaking hands with Mao. In an instant, the entire world order was flipped on its head. The Cold War was no longer a simple two-player game. It had become a complex three-player chess match, and the most decisive move was a betrayal committed in silence. The history books often miss this crucial chapter. They do UN to tell you that the most dangerous conflict of the Cold War was between East and West. It was a brutal power struggle among the Red Stars themselves. Thanks for watching. If you want to uncover more hidden history like this, make sure to follow and stay tuned.